All right, settle down, folks. Let's have a little heart-to-heart, shall we? No sugarcoating, no rainbows and unicorns. Just straight, unadulterated truth served ice cold. And the truth is, you're probably not where you want to be. Yeah, I said it. You're scrolling through YouTube, probably procrastinating on something important. You've got these massive dreams, these world-changing ideas swirling around in that beautiful brain of yours. You envision yourself as the next Elon Musk, or maybe the next, well, someone less controversial, let's say. But let's be brutally honest. What are you actually doing about it? Are you taking concrete steps, or just, admiring the staircase? Are you building the staircase? Most people, and I'm talking like 99.9% of the population, are masters of the blame game. It's always bad luck, the economy, my horoscope told me not to. Or the classic, I don't have time. Oh, you don't have time? Seriously? Must be nice to be the only person on the planet whose day is only 12 hours long. I'm guessing you also have to take your dog for a walk 24 hours a day and can't leave it alone for more than 5 seconds, right? But if you strip away all the BS, all the excuses, and look deep down into the abyss of your soul, you'll probably admit that the real reason you're not achieving your goals is you're simply not doing the damn work. You're waiting. Oh, you're waiting. Waiting for that lightning bolt of motivation to strike. Waiting for the stars to align. Waiting for the perfect moment when the birds are singing and the sun is shining and your fairy godmother appears with a winning lottery ticket and the perfect business plan. Let me hit you with a dose of reality. No one's coming to save you. Not your parents, not your government, and definitely not that charismatic self-help guru promising you overnight success. Stop waiting for a handout and start building your own ladder. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, your time. You've got 24 hours in a day, same as Beyoncé, same as Jeff Bezos, who probably sleeps in a cryogenic chamber for optimal efficiency, but still, same as your friend who somehow manages to run a successful business, raise 3 kids, and still find time to bake artisanal sourdough bread. How do they do it? They prioritize, and they probably aren't spending 8 hours a day mainlining TikTok videos. I'm gonna issue a challenge here. A screen time intervention, if you will. Grab your phone. I dare you. Go to your settings. Check your screen time for the past week. Okay, welcome back. What did you find? Were you shocked? Did you discover you've essentially been living your life through a tiny rectangle? I bet at least one of you watching this channel has spent more than 24 hours in the last week just looking at your phone. Do you know that there are people who are currently on the last day of their 24-hour fast for religious reasons right now? Do you think they are worried about the latest trends on TikTok? Or are they worried about connecting with something higher than themselves? Be honest with yourself. How many hours have you spent scrolling mindlessly through social media or playing that mobile game you only play for 10 minutes, which, conveniently, resets every time it's over? You see, you haven't reached a higher level in the game, so you start over. You're just doing the same with your life. Oh, I don't have time to work on my business plan, you say, as you casually spend 3 hours building a virtual farm that will never exist and earn you money that you will never need. Oh, but it's fun. Yeah, it's fun. But will it make you happy in 5 or 10 years? Or will you be asking yourself the same question you're asking yourself today? You do have time. Everyone does. You're just hemorrhaging it into a black hole of distractions. You're living in a never-ending now, which you might think isn't so bad, because you're not planning for the future and you're not worried about the past. But at some point, you need to wake up. Here's the hard truth nobody wants to hear. Watching motivational videos is easy. Reading about successful people is easy. Dreaming of success is really easy. The hard part? Actually putting in the reps, day in and day out. You don't get fit by watching workout videos. You get fit by sweating your butt off at the gym, or in your living room, no judgment. You don't get rich by watching finance tips. You get rich by actually learning about finance, budgeting, investing, and taking calculated risks. You don't get smarter by watching lectures. You get smarter by actively engaging with the material, asking questions, and, shocker, studying. This one's gonna sting a little, so prepare yourself. Life doesn't owe you anything. Not a single damn thing. You don't deserve wealth just because you want it. You don't deserve results just because you showed up once, took a selfie, and posted it on Instagram with the hashtag motivation. Think the world is unfair? Welcome to the club. Of course it is. Some people are born with advantages. Some people get lucky breaks. Some people have the right connections. But guess what? That's not an excuse to give up. It just means you have to work harder, smarter, and be more persistent than the next person. You need to be willing to do things that most people aren't willing to do. People love to preach about work-life balance. It sounds nice, doesn't it? Like you can have it all, perfectly balanced, like a well-composed salad. But here's the cold, hard, kale-flavored truth. If you want to be truly great at something, balance is often a lie. If you're trying to level up your life, transform your body, launch a successful business, some things are gonna have to slide. Maybe it's less Netflix binges. I know, it hurts. Maybe it's fewer late-night hangouts with your friends. They'll still be there later, promise. Maybe it's cutting out those energy-draining relationships that are holding you back. People are always whining, I just need to find my motivation. Newsflash. You don't find motivation, you create it. And you don't need motivation. You need discipline. Motivation is like a sugar rush. It's a temporary high that makes you feel amazing for a few hours, then leaves you crashing harder than a toddler who's missed their nap. Discipline is the steady, reliable engine that keeps you moving forward. Discipline is your internal mom reminding you, even though you don't want to go to your friend's party, you have work to do, and you're going to feel like you need this in 10 years from now, because no one else will do it for you. Most people say, I want to be rich, or I want to be successful. Cool. So does everyone else. What's your plan? What are you going to do to make that happen? A goal without a system is just a wish. It's like throwing a dart at a dartboard blindfolded and hoping you hit the bullseye. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have a strategy, if you don't have concrete steps you're going to take, you're already failing. So, here's the reality check, the moment of truth, the fork in the road. You have two choices right now. Close this video. Go back to your comfort zone. Scroll through social media until your eyes bleed. Continue down the path you've been on, and probably end up in the exact same place a year from now, wondering where all the time went. Start right now. Even if it's small, even if it's imperfect, even if it's ugly. Just take the first step. Write one sentence, make one phone call, send one email, do something. A year from now, you'll either be grateful you started or regretful you didn't. The clock is ticking. Time is a finite resource. What are you going to do with it? All right, you made it to the end. Congrats. Now before you go back to doom scrolling, hit that like button. Yeah, that one. And if you actually found this remotely helpful, subscribe. I mean, unless you enjoy staying stuck.